is what you see when you first log into your ShelfQuest account. You're greeted with a dashboard that gives you an overall snapshot of your library. Here, we see total lookups we've had so far, books patrons have reported missing, and unmappable books by ShelfQuest. We have populated this field, but this would normally be 0 after ShelfQuest officially launches at your library. When you scroll down, you see a graph of daily lookups at your library to get a sense of patron use across the days. You can adjust this view to 30 or 90 days, or all time if you wish. Likewise, if you have multiple libraries within your system, you can view this stat for different libraries or all libraries. You can see books that users have reported missing. You can test where this book appears in the ShelfQuest system by clicking Test and check if the book is in its physical place at your library. After the book gets found and reshelved, you can mark this as reviewed. If you'd like, you can designate a specific employee at your library to get notified when these reports are made. Down here, we have books that the ShelfQuest system itself can't find. This would happen if a user clicked on the Find It button and the user saw this error page. If such bugs do happen, we have a structured method of resolving them. We'll also be notified and investigate within our system as well to solve this issue. Moving on to the analytics page, we provide even more detail about lookup activity here. Along with your lookups by day, you can also view use by the week and the hour. This can help you manage your library's resources accordingly, as it gives you an overview of the busiest days and hours in your library. Likewise, you can also see the most mapped books in your library, which we determine by the unique days that they were mapped, and most active sections. We pair the most active sections feature with a heat map based on your floor plans. You can see which shelves are used the most, like for instance, these shelves over here, which gain the most attraction, along with which shelves get used the least, like these shelves along the children's desk. We believe this can help you restructure your library and even out the attraction. Lastly, in the analytics page, we have a latest lookup section, which allows you to get a full list of all lookups that have happened in your library. You can filter these results, you can refresh them, and you can export this as a CSV to have even more detailed and specific analytics that you would like to conduct. In the Manage Floors page, you get an overview of your library structurally. You see all the floors that you have added to the ShelfQuest system, and you can configure the floor if you like to change the picture, its name. You can update it, or you can edit the sublocations that you have in your library if you like to add or subtract or change a sublocation that you already have. Likewise, you can also add a new floor if your library gets an expansion. Manage Shelves is where the magic happens. Here, you can add a shelf cluster, add specific shelving locations, let's say AAA to ZZZ. You can pick a specific sublocation where you'd like this shelf cluster to be located in. You can add shelves or delete them. Furthermore, our system is configured to allow you to have multiple call number ranges with different sublocations configured in a specific shelf. That allows a lot of flexibility, as we know that libraries are very dynamic spaces. We can save the changes. We can move the shelf cluster around by rotating it or changing its size. And after you're done with the shelf cluster, you can lock it so that people are not allowed to move it. Let's delete our test shelf cluster, and we're done. Lastly, we have the ShelfQuest settings page. This page is configured to give you, the librarian, the maximum amount of flexibility and customizability. Let's start with shelf colors. This is something that you can change in our system. Let's say your library's brand color is green. You can make the shelves green. Likewise, let's say you want to add purple accents to your map, and you can do it. You can do any color you wish. And if you're unhappy with the changes, you can always customize it back to the original ShelfQuest colors. Moving on to the Report Missing Book page, we give the librarian the flexibility on how they would like to handle it. First is the classic way. Here, we show a flag book as missing button when the user clicks on Find It. If they're unable to find a book, they can simply click this button and it will get reported in the dashboard and analytics sections, as we have shown you. The second is the Ask First approach. This appears on the map as well, and at the bottom right, there is a Did You Find It section with a thumbs up and a thumbs down. This is for librarians who would also like to track whether the user is able to find a book from searching it on OPAC to the actual shelves themselves. We track all three of the buttons we provide, whether it's the thumbs up, thumbs down, or flag book is missing. Lastly, if you'd like to not use this feature, we totally understand, and there's a way of disabling it so that on the map, there's no button. Moving on to the font section, we allow you to customize the font that you use on the patron-facing map pop-up. You can change it to Georgia, Tahoma, Times New Roman, whatever you wish, and we give you a little overview of the font that will appear. Let's save it back to Arial. And here in the Alert Recipients page, you can choose which of the users in your system get notified when a book report's missing or not found by ShelfQuest. Moving on to users, we allow you to register as users to ShelfQuest in two flavors. The first is the regular user, who have access to analytics and dashboard. We believe deleting is a destructive action, and if you have people interning like high school students or college students or part-time employees who you would like to not have such powerful actions available to them, you can disable that. The second flavor of users you can have is system admin. This type of user has the power to do all types of editing, deleting, creating, and updating operations in our system. You can always edit a user's status as well as their email and such. Lastly, we have Send Map to the Phone feature. If you enable this, there will be a section on the patron-facing pop-up that allows the patron to put their phone number should they wish, and they will get an SMS message with the link to the map. This allows them to move away from the library computer with a map on their hands as they walk to the specific shelf. As of now, that's pretty much it. We really hope you like this system, and we're open to any and all feedback. So if you have any feedback regarding to how the system could be improved and what other issues that appear in the library space it might solve, please let us know by emailing asli@shelfquest.app. That's ASLI@shelfquest.app. Thank you so much for watching this video.